to Souls Meet. Hello.
Hi. I like this color on you.
Oh, thank you.
It makes you like
pop.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I didn't even see myself in the mirror today.
Really?
I think I just put it on and like.
I got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It looks really cute on you.
Like trying to call on summer.
Well,
Summer.
it's been better.
I think it got better and then it got cold again.
I know,
and
but
then
I'm
it's
thinking
getting
now,
better this week.
I'm thinking now it's finally.
It looks in the horizon. It looks better.
I'm still maintaining my positivity even though I know we live in Canada.
Yeah. We've been having this conversation for 3 months and I've been like
seriously
your bubble every single time. You're like, it's getting better. I'm like,
well, supposedly it's gonna be like the hottest summer ever.
I am here for it.
I know. I'm a little scared, but
really?
Well, because you know how I don't like being hot at home.
You're right. Well, the AC. Is the AC on in the...
It's supposed to be, but I don't feel it. I feel hot.
Did you change it? Like, did you...
Yeah, I have. Like,
and
it's on.
Thing?
But I'm so hot.
It's funny because I do feel like there is AC on. Like, I don't feel like hot.
Well, it's me. I'm just like, I'm hot.
You're hot.
My blood is hot.
You're so hot. It's coming out of you.
Oh, stop it. Anyway.
What are best friends for?
It's true. You've been doing very good best friend things.
Oh. Have I?
Well, this is good. Brownie points for you. And then you put a really good comment on my Devil Wears Prada post.
Oh.
Yeah, that was
I like good comments. So, wait, brownie points?
Yeah, brownie points.
I feel like I'm getting brownies.
Oh, sorry. She's not from here.
Yeah. Is it not?
Brownie points is like, you just like get a point for being a good friend. Like,
there are
extra bonus, you know?
There are no brownies involved.
I don't have brownies. I could make you brownies.
But wait, why would somebody...
It's just called brownie points.
But how? What?
Maybe back in the day, in the past, it was somehow linked to brownies.
How did they not think of people like me?
Well, first of all, I'm the one that is obsessed with brownies.
Yeah, you are. But I'm saying, like, don't you get, like, excited? I'm getting a brownie?
No, I know what brownie points are. Well, maybe back in the day you were.
I'm telling you, you were talking about that and I'm like...
We'll create actual brownies at some point if you get enough points. You only have 2. You just got started.
This is so transactional. Help.
She's fine.
Help.
She's fine. Let's tell the people what we do here. If you're new, hi, welcome to Souls Meet. We are still best friends. We'll see
Let's see what happens. If I don't get my brownie. Yeah. We are best friends who sit here every week to read stories off of Reddit from the thread, Am I in the wrong? But really,
am I the asshole?
After we read these crazy, wild stories,
really be crazy sometimes.
The idea is that we both play
rock, paper, scissors.
Piedra, papel o tijera.
And the winner goes first, and she gets to give her take, her perspective, her thought, and the loser goes second and has to do the opposite.
Has to come up with a complete different take and point of view, in trying to like outsmart the other one.
We try. Why do we do that?
We do that because you, me, everybody go through hardships or difficult moments or silly moments with people around you, and sometimes you wonder, am I in the wrong? Like, you know, so these stories, the idea is like they have some sort of like aspect that can remind you that you can relate to, and then you can also wonder yourself if you're right.
Yes. Because you know what? There's always different sides to every story. And we as human beings, we're stuck on our own idea and perspective. And sometimes we don't care to hear about anything else, but maybe listening to our wise words here will help your mind expand a little bit and think, you know what? That person, maybe I was right, because Yari and Adri
said it.
And maybe I'm just like, I knew I was right, and I don't care about anything else. That's valid too. If we say you're right.
If we say you're right.
If we say you're wrong, then you're wrong.
You should listen to us. We're gonna go for our first
story of the
stay,
day.
Stay. Like and
Please
comment
don't
and
leave.
subscribe.
Yes. And for those of you who have, thank you. You make our world a better place. Am I in the wrong for keeping everything my grandfather left me?
Keep it. Yay! Money. Hopefully.
Am I in the wrong for not wanting to sell my grandfather's house after he left everything to me? My grandfather recently passed away and named me as the executor and sole beneficiary of his estate. That includes his house. For context, I'm a mother of 2 currently in a temporary housing, so this would be a permanent home for my children and me. Other family members, my father who's an addict, extended relatives, and cousins are now telling me I should sell the house and split the money instead. However, they were not included in the will, and most of them had little to no relationship with my grandfather in recent years. I was the only one who regularly visited him and maintained a close relationship. They're now pressuring me heavily and have mentioned legal action if I don't agree to sell and share the proceeds. I feel that I should respect my grandfather's wishes and keep the house as a home for my family, especially given my current housing situation. Am I in the wrong for not selling and refusing to split the money?
This one's easy.
Yeah.
No.
Keep the house.
Maybe we can come up with like different ways of saying that you're not in the wrong.
Okay.
You're not in the wrong.
No.
No.
Nay. That's a different language.
Oh, no. No.
Oh my god.
Keep the house. Keep it for you and your children.
You don't even need to explain what your situation is.
No.
He left the house to you.
There's a reason why. And what can they legally do?
That's what I was gonna say. They're threatening for against legal action. I was like, what are they gonna do about it?
If he left you as...
It's in his will.
Exactly. Like the sole...
You're gonna get a lawyer to do what exactly?
You know how long that's gonna take and how much money? Do they even have the money to
They're
do this?
gonna spend that money. You don't have to worry about a thing. It's legally yours.
Yeah.
You do whatever you want with it.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I knew a little bit more information about, other relatives and to see why. Just from me.
Do you think they're thinking that she made him
Yes.
sign the will?
Yes.
We're gonna be dramatic because we need to make some time because the story is just we're here trying people to entertain you.
This was just a lot. I didn't even see how short it was. I should have. That's my fault. I mean the addict father, might be thinking something along those lines. I feel, and I mean that's for me a very clear reason as to why your grandfather didn't leave anything to him.
Probably,
But I'm wondering about other relatives. Like, why? Why didn't he leave? Not even one little single thing.
Well, she's saying that she was the only one regularly visiting him and maintaining that relationship.
True,
so it's very possible that nobody else was like...
True, but still, I not to name names, but I know of a family who some of her children don't visit her, and they're still in the will. She hasn't seen some of them in years, and they're still in the will.
Well, that person has a bigger heart than his grandpa. Bigger heart or consideration. Let's just say that.
Yeah, let's say consideration.
She has more consideration for
the
relatives than the grandpa who...
Everything to one person. That's wild, I find that to be a little wild.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I do feel like leaving everything to one person is like...
What if they were not nice to you?
Well, if they were not nice to me, that's different. But I don't know, I'd still feel like I'm dying. I don't know how much he has, but let's say I have an estate.
He left the estate.
He's left an estate, so I'm gonna say a house. Let's throw in money, jewelry in there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if I'm dying, I would leave something to my children. Regardless of if they were rude to me, If they're not talking to me at all, if they're not visiting me at all, maybe. But I feel like if we've had like little disagreements or little disputes and you're not visiting me all the time,
Or if they're like ungrateful and like they didn't talk to you at all, they had no relationship with you, they didn't care when you were like about to die.
well, that's an extreme.
But that's how it sounds like though.
You think so?
Because she said I'm the only one.
That visited him.
And maintained a relationship, she said.
Okay, fine.
Like, if she's the only one who is maintaining a relationship with this grandfather, first of all...
Good for you.
Is it wild? I'm so sorry. We're just, like, literally making time here.
No,
but it's true.
No, it's
no.
Anyway, point is,
you're
not in the wrong at all.
Enjoy your money. Enjoy
your house.
Your house, especially because I like the fact that she doesn't want to sell it. She's like, I genuinely need a house.
She needs a house.
And
You're
real
fine.
estate is always gonna go up. So in a few years, you can sell it, and everybody will be doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Am I in the wrong for telling my dad that he raised a criminal after he insulted my kids? I, 36 female, grew up with my brother as the golden child. We were both extremely intelligent, and there was always this unspoken competition between us. The thing is, even though I often had more achievements, it was very clear my dad had a soft spot for him. My brother ended up using his intelligence in a very different way.
Like Walter White in Breaking Bad in a different way? Or?
Maybe. He got involved in serious crimes.
Yes! Walter White!
And became the brains behind it.
It's Walter White!
Even manufacturing weapons for criminals.
Wow.
Is this even safe that you're
I don't know
putting
why you're
this out
sharing
there?
this.
Are you safe? Eventually, someone turned him in to save themselves, and my brother was arrested.
Ooh.
Oh. My dad was devastated. He fell into a deep depression, and oddly enough, that's when he started getting closer to me. Meanwhile, I went to college, built a successful career that I'd rather not specify for privacy.
But you shared your brothers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Married my high school boyfriend, and we now have 4 kids. My husband and I made a very intentional decision about how to raise our kids. No prejudice and no strict gender roles. This comes from personal experiences. My husband lost an uncle who was gay and took his own life because of it. And we also lost a trans friend who did the same after feeling rejected by their parents. That left a huge impact on us. And we want our children to grow up knowing that they will be loved no matter what. Here's where things went wrong. My 2 oldest kids, 10 and 12, spent a weekend at my parents' house. When I went to pick them up, they looked quiet, upset, and like they had been crying. I asked my mom what happened, and she got visibly nervous. Then my dad came in, already yelling, and he said he had to do mine and my husband's job. My husband stepped in and asked what he meant. My dad said that he saw our kids playing together with both toy cars and dolls, and that this would confuse them. He said things should be separated, and that he gave them a proper scolding and punished them. At that point, my husband immediately took our kids to the car. I stayed and argued with my dad. It escalated quickly, and then he said, "It's not my fault that you're raising gay kids." Then that's when I snapped and I said, "And you raised a criminal." I went further and I told him that if he thinks kids turn a certain way just because of how they're raised, then by that logic, my brother being a criminal would also be his fault. He went completely silent after that. My mom later told me that I went too far and that crossed a line. I left and haven't really processed anything yet. I feel like I also brought up my brother because in some way, I still resent him. What's making this harder is that almost my entire family is against me right now. They think I was cruel and disrespectful. On the other hand, my husband's family, who are still grieving his uncle, are completely on our side. His grandmother, his uncle's mother, even called me crying, saying that she was proud of us for doing what she feels she couldn't do. She told me that the feeling of helplessness after losing someone just for who they are is unbearable, and that she wishes she had been stronger back then. So now I'm stuck between being told I went too far and being told I did the right thing by defending my kids. Am I in the wrong?
Oh. Okay. I don't know. Okay.
Me neither.
I don't know what my point. Okay.
Piedra, papel o tijera. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so the question is, did she go too far?
Like, if
Or
she
am I
shouldn't.
the wrong for saying that
that.
you were a criminal? You raised
that
a
you
criminal.
raised a criminal.
Yeah. 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 I'm gonna say you're in the wrong. It's such a complicated story, but at least there's different sides. Yeah. I'm gonna say you're in the wrong because even though I know you were reacting off of what your father said, which is extremely out of line, extremely out of pocket, I think you going deeper was not necessary. And it's also, I understand you saying by that same logic, then it's your fault that he's a criminal if I am raising gay kids. It's not his fault that your brother turned out to be a criminal. I do think there's a lot of resentment still that you have, not towards your brother. I know she said my brother, but I think you have it towards your father for preferring your brother over you, and now all of a sudden, because your brother is in jail, now he's all about you. So I think your resentment is towards your father, not your brother, and I think you have a lot of emotions around that still that need to be addressed. But I don't think that, going lower than your father was necessary. Especially, I think you're doing a beautiful thing in raising your kids the way you are because of experiences that your husband's family has had. And I think by that same principle, raising your kids with respect and allowing them to be who they want to be without any roles, then I think you need to show them that same respect with everyone in your family in different settings, in different ways. And I don't think that was the way that you should have reacted with your father. I think that I would feel very angry about the comments as well, and I think just having a conversation and letting him know that that's not okay, and that you're doing things your way, and that you expect him and your mother, when the children are here, to follow the same rules was enough. I don't think bringing up your brother was necessary in this situation.
Yeah, I agree, and I really don't have another take, because yeah, she should have just it doesn't help anybody just to say something like that. I, however, understand completely, especially when he said that what was the word that he used, that he not only scolded them, but he used another word. Punish them. I would be very worried to know what type of punishment do you use. Like, what do you mean you punish my children? Like, especially, I don't know how it is at home, but if I'm maybe a person who doesn't hit on the kids, and then my parents come and hit them, and it's excuse me, what's going on? Or that you could also think that there was another type of punishment that could also kind of scar your children or whatever. I 100% agree of you both being super alarmed and just being excuse me, clarify this, and just but given your history with your father, this is something that you really have to start thinking about how you're gonna manage, because obviously if that's the way that he raised you and your brother, he obviously is making a lot of mistakes. If it was like so clear and so obvious, it's like he's gonna come up with things and he's gonna say things and do things to your children or his grandkids the same way. So I think this is something that you really have to work on yourself first, so that way you can like have your kids have a relationship with their grandfather, knowing that they're gonna stay alone with them and all of that. Like, you already know that this is kind of the way that he does things. So yeah, I don't have another take. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of something else that I could be like, well, maybe.
Like there is, but it's a very petty take.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if we
It's
were to be like, well, you said this,
then you said this, so I will say this.
I will say that. Like,
I will agree with what she said. If you're gonna, like, again,
the logic of it.
Like, if by your logic I'm raising gay kids because I'm allowing them to do this, then by that logic you raised a criminal. I still don't think that was something that should have been said, and especially because
I think no. In that case, then I have my other take.
Okay, go ahead.
No, that's
the other take.
That
the
is
logic.
I do agree on her saying it.
Right.
I actually do think that it was okay for you to use that example, but I guess like how you said it, and how like in the middle of like maybe yelling like with each other or something like that, that's maybe where it went wrong. And this is like your father and you respect him and all of that, you're teaching your children, like you said, like you're setting an example. Yeah. But I do agree that it's okay for her to say, like, you can say that to my children, like, by that logic.
I think it could have been said differently.
It could have been said.
It could have been said
just differently.
Yeah, I think it could have been posed as a question.
Yeah.
To your father.
Right. Questions are magical.
Questions are magical. They are. And they can continue a conversation rather than end in an argument.
Right. And you leaving and like
you
those
leaving
dramatic.
And now you're like, oh my God, what did I do? Should I? It's a heat of the moment.
And this is not really about like people telling you that you're right or that you're wrong, and like how one is making you feel like, are these right or these wrong? Because I can see how her husband's family hearing about this just being like, obviously that's like their side of the family, so they're gonna be like, of course, go say it, like. But it's not really about that. It's just more about how you feel about all of this and your boundaries. This is ultimately about your boundaries, about what your children are allowed to do and what they're not allowed to do. And also you understanding that you're taking your children to their house. And it's also your own boundary of like what you expect or what you think your children should be allowed to do in their house. Like, if this is something that they're not allowed to do in their house, maybe like you limit the amount of time they're going to be there, because you know that this is, it's not your house. So
right.
I guess that's like, is that another? No, that's not another take.
It's the same thing.
Same thing.
No, but yeah, I mean.
What would you do?
If my dad said that to me?
If your dad said something to your kids that you're really against.
Oh my God.
I guess my question is more about like knowing, not only saying, because I think you have the relationship and the capacity to just tell your dad in the best way possible, but what if it's something like that he's likely not to change? Like, this grandfather doesn't look like he's gonna change the idea of like you're making your children gay, but you're still gonna bring your kids over even though you know that this language is going to happen.
Right. I think I would probably limit the amount of time they spend at my parents' house, if that was the case. Depends on what it is. But if I know it's something that's bound to come up constantly, then I would limit the time.
Yeah.
If it's something that I know will come up here and there, I will try to have as many conversations with my dad or with my mom. And if they're not listening and if they're not respecting it, then I would have to, again, limit the time that my children spend there.
Right.
But at the same time, it's all you can do. Like, I don't judge any type of parenting. I mean, obviously,
The
a violent
abusive one.
parenting is a different thing, but I'm talking about ideas of roles, and I don't judge whether you want to allow your kids to explore playing with different toys. I think I would. But I also understand that our parents, like my parents, are old school in that sense.
They don't
Like they're
understand
not
it.
going to understand they're gonna think boys play with cars, girls play with dolls. And I also don't expect them to change their ways. They raised me that way, and I think I turned out pretty good.
Yeah, as long as they're not making those sort of comments to my children.
That will be like, yeah,
Yeah.
a non-negotiable.
Yeah. What about you? What would you do?
To my, yeah, it would have to be limiting the amount of time that they spend
Yeah.
together. If it's something like that hard, like that's something that they clearly cannot see the same way as me, I would have to 100%
Yeah.
limit the amount of time that they spend there. And like I would have to have like numerous conversations, and I know how that's gonna it's gonna put a dent on the relationship for
For
sure.
sure.
But like also, if there is something that I've learned, and I think I need this word right now, actually,
Ah,
life is not just one day or one year. Time time passes, and families in yeah, relationships have a way to like work out or not. And like, and with family is the same thing. Like you have a way of like healing, and also finding like maybe they weren't as present at this time, but they can be more present later when they understand it. Like, it's people come
right.
around. That's what I'm trying to say. Like
Right.
usually, like sometimes they don't, but
Yeah.
there is a big chance for family that close to like come around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you for joining us in this episode.
Yeah. See you next week.
Bye.